cases to serial killers, missing persons, and more.
100% he did this.
I'd go off into fantasy world.
How much more lucky can you get that you're not on death row?
You want to know what we know?
My name is Jay. This is Guilty of Crime.
Hello, crime crew. I'm back. It's been such a long time. Anyway, so tonight we're on about the vigil, and so I have Jenny coming on, Jenny Esquivel, who is the advocate for Madeline Soto. She's running she's helping maintain the memorial and also helping with the vigil. So I talked to her a little bit ago, and we just got to get her on. So hopefully she comes in here soon. I talked to her, and we just got to wait for her to come on. So I'm going to play that video again. Hello, Lisa and Marie Herrera, Cindy, new member, Tamara, new member. Thank you guys so much. Carly. I don't know where everybody is, but there is more people in here, and some people, they're coming in and coming out. So let's play this video again. I've got the 2-minute and 50-second clip. Let's play it while we're waiting. Okay, let's go.
And only on 9.
I want to know the truth. I want to know all of the truth.
For the first time, the father of a 13-year-old girl reported missing and later found dead is speaking out. What Madeline Soto's father is saying only to Channel 9. We spoke with him in just the past couple of hours, and he says he talked to his daughter on February 22nd, which was her birthday, and 2 days before she disappeared. Good evening. I'm Greg Warmouth.
I'm Darlene Jones. An absolutely heartbreaking story. We have been following every development in the story since the disappearance of the 13-year-old. Stephen Stearns is the prime suspect in Madeline Soto's death and disappearance. He told Eyewitness News and investigators he dropped her off for school the day she was reported missing. But investigators say he was caught on surveillance video throwing her school supplies into a dumpster. Days later, little Madeline was found dead here in a wooded area of St. Cloud. So far, no one has been charged in her death. Tonight, only Channel 9 investigative reporter Shannon Butler spoke with Madeline's father today. Shannon, he's certainly got to be frustrated and heartbroken.
Yeah, it was a difficult interview. The last time Tyler Wallace saw his daughter was in October, but he said he did talk to her on her birthday. That was just days before she was reported missing. He said he had no idea it would be the last time. He told me it was Jen Soto who called him to let him know that Maddie was dropped off at school, but then never made it. So he got in his truck, came to Florida right away to help look for her. In the meantime, a man he knew.
I wonder why they don't have more footage. They're talking about it, but I have the video. I'll play it again. This is like a recap somebody sent me.
Was in his daughter's life, was charged with sexual battery. Just as that news set in, Maddie's body was then found dumped in the woods in Osceola County. How did you find out?
I was informed through a phone call from Jennifer that she was missing. We weren't sure if she was like actually missing or if she was staying at a friend's house at the time. We were trying to like wait to see if she showed up, and by the second day I couldn't wait anymore. So I drove down to Florida. I love what I had of her, but we were supposed to have so much more, and I can't grasp it. I can't grasp it.
Her dad told me today that he did have a cordial relationship with both Jen Soto and Stephen Stearns through this ordeal. But coming up at 6, we will have much more on what he has to say about both of them now and what he said his daughter's demeanor was in those hours before her death. Greg.
Yeah, and you're reporting a show.
All right. If anybody has the extended version, I don't know where it is. I barely had time to pick my daughter up, and then I had to come back. So I'm going to play more of it right now with what JoJo for Show sent me earlier. I don't know if they had 90 minutes of time and what actually happened. Interesting. Let's play this again.
I love what I had of her, but we were supposed to have so much more.
Only Channel 9 sat down with the grieving father. He says the morning after he was told Maddie was missing, he got on the road and drove straight through from Texas to Central Florida, 14 hours looking for his daughter. Good evening. I'm Greg Warmuth.
And I'm Darlene Jones. We have been following this story since Madeline was first reported missing in late February. She never showed up for class at Hunters Creek Middle School. The day after, Only Channel 9 spoke with both Madeline's mother and her boyfriend, who you see here, Stephen Stearns. He is now in jail on sexual battery charges. Madeline's body was found here in a wooded area of St. Cloud last month. No one has been charged in this little girl's death. Today, Only Channel 9's investigative reporter Shannon Butler sat down with Madeline's father as well as her stepmother and grandmother. She's live now in the studio, and Shannon, certainly an emotional interview.
Yeah, it was a difficult interview for him, but he wanted people to know about his daughter and even their sometimes complicated relationship. And he's urging the public to be patient. He has confidence that investigators will bring whoever killed Madeline Soto to justice. Tell me about your daughter.
Maddie was
So sad.
just the most important person to my wife and I. She was just full of joy.
Tyler Wallace had last spoken to his daughter on her birthday. He had no idea it would be the last time. How did you find out?
I was informed through a phone call from Jennifer that she was missing.
What was her demeanor?
Jennifer's?
Was she calm? Was she
No,
freaking out?
I would say anxious.
The next morning, he got in his car and drove from Texas to Florida, only stopping for gas. But shortly after he got here, Madeline Soto's body was found in this rural area of Osceola County. Her mother's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns, is charged with sexual battery and possession of child sex abuse material. He is the main suspect in her murder after investigators say Stearns is on video dumping her backpack and laptop in a dumpster in the early morning hours of the day Maddie was reported missing. Did your daughter ever indicate that something was going on in that house?
Not to me, no.
What did you think of Stephen Stearns?
I had interacted with him on Instagram a couple of times loosely, just kind of seeing if he gave me the ick or if he seemed okay. And as far as I was interpreting his demeanor, he seemed like a warm, interested, but like not responsive, very often person.
What do you think of him now?
I don't want to say that on camera. I can't communicate to you. Every father knows what I'm thinking right now.
Yesterday, Tyler met with Kissimmee police about their ongoing investigation. But do you think that Jennifer Soto knows more?
I don't know, and I am interested in knowing, but I don't have reason to believe one way or the other right now. These are the things that the investigators are looking into.
There's so much more to that interview. We sat with that family for about 90 minutes today. They are in town not only to try to get those ashes, but there is a community vigil tomorrow that they are planning on attending. They just couldn't believe how much community support they did receive.
You asked the questions that so many are asking, and this is another question.
It seems like they'd have more from this, everybody. I'm looking on the channel and I can't find the 90 minutes. And I have Jen supposed to come on here, but I can't. She hasn't come on yet. So I know she's been with the family all day and it's been rough on her. I want to talk about the vigil. I'll show some more about the vigil and what they're going to do, what they did before, and then hope she comes on. If not, we'll play a video and then we'll get off. And I'll wait to see where she is.
Does the father of Maddie wonder why no murder charges have been filed yet? It seems like that should be the logical next step.
So he met with investigators yesterday down at Kissimmee Police. He said he didn't get a lot of information. This is an ongoing investigation, but he said he needs to be patient. So does everybody. He believes that these things will come at some point, but he realizes this is a heavy lift for Kissimmee Police, and he's not wondering why. He's just waiting for them.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like it's not going to happen. It's just when.
Yes, but he does have a lot of other questions about the investigation, about things that happened. Those we'll get to.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the rest of that interview. Great
Me too.
reporting there. Incredible insight from, Maddie's biological father.
Is her biological father, everybody. I found another video and it's posted on their page. Let's see if that's the right one. I'm still waiting for Jenny. I talked to her right before this and told her we didn't have to do it, but she was going to. So we'll see if she comes on. We're going to talk about parking and what to do tomorrow, what's going down with the vigil, so forth. So let's see. In the meantime, we'll see if this has any more content. Hold on. If not, then I guess we have to wait. Come on.
Soto was speaking about the life and tragic death of his 13-year-old daughter.
I love what I had of her, but we were supposed to have so much more.
Only Channel 9 sat down with the grieving father. He says the morning after he was told Maddie was missing, he got on the road and drove straight through from Texas to Central Florida.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Looking for his daughter. Good evening. I'm Greg Warmuth.
And I'm Darlene Jones' mother and her boyfriend, who you see here, Stephen Stearns. He is now in jail on sexual battery charges. Madeline's body was found here in a wooded area of St. Cloud last month. No one has been charged in this little girl's death. Today, only Channel 9's investigative reporter Shannon Butler sat down with Madeline's father as well as her stepmother and grandmother. She's live now in the studio, and Shannon, certainly an emotional interview.
That's what I don't understand is we don't see the whole interview. If anybody sees that or can find it, please send it to me. I'm looking for it, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, it was a difficult interview for him, but he wanted people to know about his daughter and even their sometimes complicated relationship. And he's urging the public to be patient. He has confidence that investigators will bring whoever killed Madeline Soto to justice. Tell me about your daughter.
Maddie was just the most important person to my wife and I. She was just full of joy.
Tyler Wallace had last spoken to his daughter on her birthday. He had no idea it would be the last time. How did you find out?
I was informed through a phone call from Jennifer that she was missing.
What was her demeanor?
Jennifer's?
Was she calm? Was she freaking out?
I would say anxious.
The next morning, he got in his car and drove from Texas to...
So I found Tatiana Wallace's Facebook, and it's wide open. If you guys want to take a look at that, I don't know if Jenny's going to come on here. She wasn't very composed earlier, and yeah, she just wasn't able to talk very much. And then she didn't want me recording it, of course not. So we'll see. Let's finish this, and then yeah.
Florida, only stopping for gas. But shortly after he got here, Madeline Soto's body was found in this rural area of Osceola County. Her mother's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns, is charged with sexual battery and possession of child sex abuse material. He is the main suspect in her murder after investigators say Stearns is on video dumping her backpack and laptop in a dumpster in the early morning hours of the day Maddie was reported missing. Did your daughter ever indicate that something was going on in that house?
Not to me, no.
What did you think of Stephen Stearns?
I had interacted with him on Instagram a couple of times loosely, just kind of seeing if he gave me the ick or if he seemed okay. And as far as I was interpreting his demeanor, he seemed like a warm, interested, but like not responsive, very often person.
What do you think of him now?
I don't want to say that on camera. I can't communicate to you. Every father knows what I'm thinking right now.
Yesterday, Tyler met with Kissimmee police about their ongoing investigation. But do you think that Jennifer Soto knows more?
I don't know. And I am interested in knowing, but I don't have reason to believe one way or the other right now. These are the things that the investigators are looking into.
There's so much more to that interview. We sat with that family for about 90 minutes.
Why don't you
today.
show it?
They are in.
The logical next step.
He's not wondering why. He's just waiting for them.
All right. I wish they would show that. We'll be able to find it hopefully after. I want to look at this. I just saw this come up. I was doing a search, and look what I found, everybody. Let's see. Take a look here. Let me read this real quick. Jennifer Lynn says, I'm glad her dad was there when she was found. I can't even imagine. Yeah, he's been there the whole time, everybody. He just hasn't sat down with the media And I wish we had more from the grandma was there. Tatiana Wallace. This is her. Her Facebook is open. Now you can take a look at this. This is heartbreaking. This is the first time I've seen this, everybody. There's baby Maddie. Look at that. So freaking cute. Can you guys see that? Oh my God. I hope that the autopsy's not leaked, everybody. But look at that. There's baby Maddie. Such a beautiful baby. And you can see, I mean, we're on Tatiana Wallace is Tyler Wallace, which is Maddie Soto's biological dad. There's Tatiana. This was 4 weeks ago. It says so cute. She's so loved. Hugs and praying for you and Tyler. Yeah, man. Let's see if I can zoom in. Can you guys see that? I'll go through it a little bit more. I hope that autopsy is not leaked. If it is, you won't get it on my channel. I'm not going to violate the family or a child. She's beautiful, everybody. Let's look more. We can see kind of what's going on. If there's any videos, let's see if we can see this. It's not letting me click on that, but let's look at the page. So you can see Maddie at some point. She looked, does it look like she has a nose ring, everybody? Look at that. Look at her picture. Hold on. Let me scroll down. Look at that. Let's go way close in. Look at her. She got a nose piercing in this. You see that? Look at the picture. Am I the only one that sees that? Or no? It's Tatiana Wallace with Madeline Soto, and she's got her nose pierced in this picture. That's the first time I've seen that, everybody. We're on Tatiana's Facebook. It's wide open. It could be a magnet one, but it looks like she has her nose pierced, obviously. And yeah, that's Maddie's twin, her dad. This is her stepmom. Let's zoom back out and see what comments are on the page. It's wide open, so yeah, there's not that many people on here. I'm wondering why there's not more, but here's a post on March 21st at 9:10 p.m. And let me zoom out a little. Hold on real quick. All right, possibly allowed to do more at Dad's house. Yeah, maybe. That's interesting because I've only seen like the baby side of her. Like they make her look young and like she didn't understand stuff. All right, Tatiana says the love of our beloved daughter, Madeline Soto. She left our family utterly devastated. We're shattered by the absence of our precious Maddie, and no words can adequately express the depth of our grief. During the incredibly difficult time, we kindly ask how privacy mourns the loss of our daughter. Our family's grieving, and we need to process and come to terms with unimaginable tragedy. We want justice for Maddie, and we want to take this opportunity to thank the agencies that have been working tirelessly on this case. Madeline was a big light in our lives, and her memory will forever live in our hearts. We appreciate the outpouring of love and support we've received from the community, and we ask for your continued thoughts and prayers as we continue to cope with this profound loss. Thank you for respecting our privacy. Well, they must have posted that so that we can, everyone cannot be reaching out. And yeah, that's interesting. They probably were getting an overwhelming amount of messages and people just asking what's going on, and they figure they make a blanket statement. So you could see this was March 21st. There's prayer hands, thoughts and prayers for you and Tyler, justice for Maddie. Oh, look, there's Jenny. There she is on the page too. Let's see. I don't know what happened to her. Let me try to give her a call and see if she answers, and then if I get her on. If not, then we'll just talk about it. So Jenny came on our show the other day, guys. It says, from us to you, we have no words. I'm sorry for your loss. We accompany you in sentiment. No, maybe she's all right. I guess we're alive right now. We'll give her a space. She was working with the family today, or she was with them, and she wasn't super composed. And I don't blame her. People on here were People on here were devastated. Just me playing the stuff I did. So let me go back to this. I just realized that Jenny was on this page and she left from us to you. We have no words. Sorry for your loss. We accompany you in the sentiment, and our community is taking actions and ensuring justice be served for your beloved daughter, who we came to care for despite the circumstances that brought us to Madeline. Now we are here for you all with resources should you need them at whichever capacity. We can help you navigate through the incredibly difficult times. Sending much love. Our prayers are with you. I hope you are finding comfort in ever compassionate Lord to one another while adjusting the life's conformity. Please reach out should you need anything. Wow. Well, I can see where Jenny's coming from. Okay, she's supposed to come on the show. She just said, give me a couple of minutes. I'm not going to put her phone number here. It doesn't even come on. So there it is. Give me a couple of minutes. So there you go. You can see that. Hopefully we get her on here. She can tell us about the vigil things. I'm trying to carry this show with you guys. Yeah, a lot of media, guys. All right, I'm going to continue looking at this. I'm so sorry, Tati. This is truly heartbreaking. I'm hoping that justice will be served. My family sending their love, strength, and prayers. Just people are just outpouring to them, guys. And we don't know anything about this part of the family. I mean, you guys could probably send love on this page because there's no there's no yeah, it's not blocked off. Sorry, I was looking at it. There's no like you don't have to request it or anything. Hey, Anthony, it's good to see you. Anthony France caught alive, been working a lot of hours. Good to see you too. You guys can look at you see the birthday fundraiser there. So they've been telling people not to fundraise at all, but there's a Tatiana's birthday fundraiser for Houston Beagle. Maybe that helped them. That's cute. It's a Houston Beagle rescue. Go help the family out, guys. Look at Tatiana Wallace's page. It's open. You guys can spread some love. Yeah, I don't really, it looks like they don't want I'm going to follow them, but it looks like they don't want to be bothered. Obviously, you guys can show your love. That's probably about it. I don't think that we want to dig too deep into their personal life at all. All right, let's put something on while we wait. If Jenny comes on, then we'll talk about the vigil. Let me show the vigil, what they had before. And yeah, you guys kind of know a little bit more about the family dynamics. Tyler, Tatiana is the stepmother. Let's talk about the vigil and see what
we continue our team coverage with West 2's Paolo Tristan Aruda. She is live near Hunters Creek Middle School, where the community gathered for a candlelight vigil in honor of Madeline. Paolo.
Stuart, what was expected to be a community prayer in hopes of bringing Madeline Soto home turned into a vigil as people came out to remember her. And even though it's still one of those situations where people are still trying to come to terms with what happened, a lot of people came out here tonight to pray and to mourn.
Father God. A community grieving the death of one of their own, still trying to come to terms with the fact that 13-year-old Madeline Soto is gone.
I didn't know Maddie personally, but it still hurts me because it really could have been any of my friends, but she's still one of I feel like she's family.
Religious leaders held a vigil at Hunters Creek Middle School Friday night, the same school Maddie was supposed to show up to on Monday, but never made it.
The Bible teaches us that we have to cry with those who cry and laugh with those who laugh. So now we will cry with those who cry. We will mourn with those who mourn, and we will be able to give a message of hope and knowing that God is in control through it all.
Parents, students, and community members showed up, laying flowers, candles, and balloons down in honor of Maddie.
It's heartbreaking and saddening to kind of see this happening. The children are supposed to be protected, and unfortunately in this case, she was exposed.
Many still in disbelief that this happened.
Hit me very hard knowing that this could happen to a child, a young girl in my neighborhood. And I look at it as it was my own daughter. You know what I mean?
But through faith and support, even with this tragedy, the community will still be able to rely on each other.
In the name of Jesus. We pray. Amen.
All right, you could see.
And even in the last few minutes, we still had some parents come out here to pay their respects to Maddie. And people tell us that the next steps really are to just follow the death investigation as it continues and find closure in the situation. For now, we're live in Hunters Creek.
We're definitely not going to find closure, people. Not anytime soon. I don't think anyone is until somebody is brought to trial and brought to justice. That brings me, and I will thank the person that gave me $100 on Cash App. I don't have the name in front of me. I was looking for the transactions, but I will personally thank you. Anybody that donates, thank you so much. I am trying to get out to Florida when they have trial on May 13th. And if the trial doesn't happen, everybody, I'm going to go out there and support the advocates and the family, and we'll still stream from Florida, and we'll do something cool. When I say cool, I mean in memory of Maddie. We'll go out to the memorial site and we'll do something. Okay. Well, I promise you that we'll do something. I'm not going to go all the way to Florida for nothing. So let me play another video quickly just to show you what we're looking at here. And then we'll go from there. Let's get out of here. There's definitely more. Okay, here it is. Let's take a look at this. All right. Let's go right here.
You. Hundreds of people gathered tonight in Hunters Creek to mourn Soto's death. Emotions were very raw. Our team coverage continues with News 6's Brian Didlake at Hunters Creek Middle School.
Emotions were raw for many people attending tonight's candle-lit vigil. Classmates, loved ones, and community members honoring the life of Madeline Soto. One speaker saying in the midst of such a sad story, it's important to smile as the community showed their strength through faith and love. Be glorified. Through the sound of music and the chanting of prayers.
We pray in this atmosphere. We pray in this atmosphere. We pray in this school. We pray in this school. That you cover our young people.
Hundreds in the Hunters Creek community came out to celebrate the life of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Osceola County sheriffs confirmed late Friday afternoon Soto's body was found.
Now we will cry with those who cry. We will mourn with those who mourn, and we will be able to give a message of hope.
Pastor Hector Gabby Melendez is one of the community organizers that held the prayer vigil at Hunters Creek Middle School, the same school that little Madeline was never dropped off at this past Monday, sparking a missing persons case now turned homicide today. Maddie's friends and classmates reacting to the news.
What happened to her, she absolutely did not deserve. She was like the sweetest, prettiest kid you'll ever meet in your life.
Some people left messages in honor of Madeline. Others comforted one another.
I'm a dad of a 15-year-old. It's heartbreaking and saddening to kind of see this happening. Your children are supposed to be protected. And unfortunately, in this case, she was exposed.
Orange County Superintendent, in reaction, said counselors continue to be available for any student or staff member dealing with the news. I ask that you keep the entire Hunters Creek Middle School community in your prayers. Hunters Creek Middle Safe School Coordinator, encouraging students and families to check in on one another.
Please report. We are here to support you. So only as the students, but also the parents.
And now another message shared here tonight is if anyone is going through something, say something and speak up if someone can't speak up for themselves.
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry about that. I also have a 9-year-old daughter, and she's in the background making a bunch of noise. So I asked her to move away from the door, and then my mic got muted. What I was saying is the vigil is going to be like that. And Jenny wants to come on and tell us how to follow the rules, where to park, things the know about the vigil, what to bring, to wear. I believe it's purple and green for her. So sounds on now, everybody. Let's finish this, and then I have a video to play while we're waiting.
We're here in Orange County. Brian Ditlake getting results. News 6.
Brian, thank you. You can rely on News 6, clickorlando.com, and the News 6.
And if anybody has that video, if they posted it somewhere else before the news, let me know. I'll come out with it when I find it after it's like posted on their channel. But let's watch when Jen met Stephen Stearns. The Plunder has great content, and we're gonna watch it right now while we're waiting. Hopefully Jenny comes on. If she doesn't come on while this video's when it's done, then I'm gonna just call it a night.
That Soto met Stephen Michael Stearns, she probably felt like the luckiest woman on earth. This now deleted video from November 10th, 2018, which was once posted on the Jen So Instagram account, proves that Jen and Stearns were hanging out as a couple as early as that year, aptly labeled Sunken Gardens, and probably filmed at the beautiful Botanical Gardens in St. Petersburg, Florida. Jen tagged the video cocktail hour and included a bunch of champagne, beer, and martini drink emojis in the description. In the video, Jen swings the phone around, sticks out her tongue playfully, then puts Stearns in the frame, a man with the blackest eyes and perhaps darkest soul in the world. He smiles at first, then turns serious. How much did Jen know about this new man entering her life and the life of her vivacious 7-year-old daughter, Madeline Sophia Soto? Let's take a deep dive into Jennifer Soto by analyzing everything I could dig up about her past from publicly available records and see what.
Okay, guys, we have not seen this on my channel yet, and those are the colors for the vigil. It's purple and green for Maddie. Thank you, Stephanie. Jenny should be coming on. I hope she's able to. She says she's going to try and get in right now. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see if she comes on, but I'm not going to wait. I'll just play this.
What insight they give us as to why this tragic case unfolded the way it did. We'll start all the way at Jen's New York birth, 36 years ago, to the birth of her daughter Maddie in 2011, to Jen's previous Disney World marriage in 2015 and subsequent divorce. Then we'll cover Jen meeting Stearns in 2018, his troubling 2019 photo with the duo only one day after cops say he performed heinous actions and beyond. We will end with the mysterious events surrounding Maddie's disappearance in 2024, including the strange interviews given by Jen and Stearns, then end with news of the first person Stearns called from jail after his arrest. Before we take this deep dive, let's talk quickly about Factor 75, the sponsor of this video.
No.
Just the other day, I smiled when I captured
No.
my
Sorry.
door. Their plans rotate.
No.
Was she ever married to Maddie's biological dad? According to Internet Scuttlebutt, she was not married to Maddie's dad. Jen would ultimately get married on March 14th, 2015, but apparently not to Maddie's bio dad, nor to Stearns. Prior to that short-lived Disney World marriage, Jen would have a couple of minor run-ins with the law that prove she has lived in the Venetian Bay Village condo for years on Santa Maria Drive in Kissimmee, Florida, at the heart of this crime, before she even met Stearns. Speed Demon. On Thursday, July 10th, 2014 at 9:36 p.m., Jennifer received a Florida traffic citation that lists the address of the infamous condo. An officer with the Osceola Sheriff's Office says Jennifer was driving in rainy, wet weather with 4 total occupants in a 2007 4-door maroon Dodge vehicle in St. Cloud. She was not the registered owner of the vehicle. The problem was that she was traveling way too fast on East Osceola Parkway and Pheasant Run Boulevard. He clocked Jen doing 53 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone traveling westward.
This gives you a good idea of the map, where she lives, and how they met. I definitely haven't seen this video with you guys. I'm sure I watched it at some point, but yeah, we're waiting for Jenny to come on. If not, I'll read her statement, and then yeah, but keep coming in the comments. If you have anything, send it over.
There was no crash, and Jen didn't need to appear in court. By August 5th, 2014, Jen paid a $263 fine, including failure to complete traffic school, and she did ultimately satisfy the court requirements by the end of that year. It's a good thing Jennifer seemingly put her state of Florida versus Jennifer Lisette Soto traffic woes behind her, because she was looking forward to love and marriage the following year. The Grand Disney Swan and Dolphin Resort Wedding, a state of Florida marriage record recorded on March 19, 2015, but issued on March 4, 2015, lists Jennifer marrying a man named Stephen. The date of marriage is listed as March 14, 2015. Maddie would have been 4 years old at the time. Did she serve as a cute little flower girl in her mom's wedding party? On social media, a photo of Jen in a wedding dress proves the location of the marriage was the famous Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort, a popular romantic wedding location that gives couples the celebration of their dreams. The marriage license also lists the Disney Resort and Bay Lake as the location of the marriage. In a Facebook photo published on June 23, 2015, Jennifer stood with her loved ones, donning a wedding dress and holding a bouquet of flowers in front of a fountain decorated with oversized swans. It is
And obviously, you know, that's not Stephen Stearns. She kind of makes me sick to even see Jennifer Soto at all. Like, her face is one I want to punch. So, yeah. Anyway, let's keep watching this.
Clear that Jen has a love for Disney and a connection to the company. Jen's stature in the photo seems to bear witness to the rumors that at some point she underwent bypass surgery to lose weight. The grand divorce. In spite of all the hopes and dreams that likely accompanied that fancy Disney wedding and dress, less than 1 year later, Jennifer would begin to escape that ill-fated marriage to Stephen. It's not clear exactly what went wrong, but on February 15, 2016, Florida court records show a petition for simplified dissolution of marriage being filed. That same day, an application for determination of civil indigent status for Jennifer was approved by the judge. A final hearing was set for May 16, 2016, however. By May 11, 2016, a notice of voluntary dismissal appears in the court records, and the case was closed by May 13, 2016. Despite hearings being set in error and canceled in 2016, by February 27, 2017, that marriage was likely kaput. The clerk of the circuit court lists a family law document between Jen and Stephen on that day, which likely shows him granting her a divorce, although images for this document have been restricted. Meeting Stearns in 2018, traffic troubles in 2019. It's clear from Jennifer's video that she knew Stearns by November 10th, 2018, and felt comfortable enough with him to make it Instagram official at that cocktail hour event. Rumor has it that a man who Jennifer knew very well introduced the duo, so it's no wonder Jennifer fell head over heels and trusted Stearns to come in contact with her then 7-year-old daughter, casting him in the role of a surrogate dad. Newly divorced, slimmer, and fresh on the dating scene, perhaps Jennifer felt proud of herself.
You guys are so amazing, man. This crime crew, you guys are awesome. Everybody's so nice to each other and so caring and just supportive. I appreciate you all. Thank you, everybody. Unknown caller, that's awesome. Says, hi, I am here. How about I give you a call? Well, unknown caller, I don't know who you are. So if I bring you on, I'd have to see who you are and make sure you didn't just like come on here. It depends what you're going to say. I'm going to play this and I don't know. Why don't you email me?
For pulling a man like Stearns. Perhaps she couldn't see the true nature and actual object of his sick desires. For his part, Stearns must have found the situation very appealing, with Jennifer being a single mom living in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, lovely condo in Venetian Bay Village, with the nearly $300,000 fancy condo being a short drive away from Disney, who wouldn't want to hang out and shoot hoops on the basketball courts, play volleyball or tennis, then enjoy one of their 4 pools and a jacuzzi all day in the Florida weather. Best of all, no doubt, in Stearns' twisted mind were the obvious mental issues that Jennifer struggled with and posted boldly about to Instagram. More details about those in a second. First, let's chat about Jennifer's next driving violation. On Monday, April 29, 2019, at 7:36 a.m., a red light camera caught a photo of Jen failing to stop at a red traffic signal. Images of her 2-door automatic 2009 Honda were mailed to...
You see why I don't have people... So... You say I had to protect my identity because of a basement broadcaster that tried to humiliate me. Well, we wouldn't ever humiliate you. The this channel is amazing. The crime crew and Carly and everybody's like a protector here. But yeah, I just don't know what you're gonna say. I haven't talked to you yet, so if I put you on and then you say something, then I have to be protected, unfortunately. Anyway, behind the scenes, I'm gonna get back
to the same condo in the center of this tragedy. Once again, Jen found herself paying a fine, this time $264 to get out of that traffic snafu, in a receipt dated months later.
I have to tell you all, yeah, they didn't make a lot working at Disney. Her dad owned her condo, everybody. Her mom and her dad were funding her. So Yolanda and whatever Jennifer Soto's dad's name is on the condo. They own her condo, and Yolanda's her mom was starting to hone in on what was happening with Stephen Stearns. Anyway, she didn't own that, nor did she make enough money to pay for it.
But did Jennifer have any inkling that she had bigger fish to fry at home? Did she have any awareness that something was going terribly wrong with her new boyfriend Stearns and his treatment of Jen's daughter? June 19th, 2019. That is the first recorded mistreatment of Maddie by Stearns, according to his arrest record. Sadly and shockingly, the very next day, on Thursday, June 20th, 2019, Jen posted a photo or video within her My Shenanigans Instagram reel that displays Maddie as an 8-year-old girl on the shoulders of Stern. Maddie has her little hands on each side of Stern's temple, as if she doesn't really want to touch him. They are in a swimming pool, and Jen wrote atop the photo, "These two completely have my heart." Jen may have believed she was building a ready-made family. Maybe she was waiting for Stearns to pop the question, become her new husband, and even adopt Maddie as his own daughter. After all, Jen was quick to call Stearns Maddie's stepfather in future news interviews, although the two were never married. It is horrible to view that photo with the knowledge that it was just the previous day, on Wednesday, June 19th, 2019, when investigators say that Stearns first mistreated Maddie and even kept the evidence in photo or video format on his phone. Additional maltreatment would follow the very next month, both on July 2nd, 2019 and July 12th, 2019. Notably, these are dates during the summer months, when then 8-year-old Maddie would have been home from school. Did Stearns serve as her live-in babysitter? On October 10th, 2019, Jen wrote, "It's World Mental Health Day. I may look okay, but bipolar depression is totally kicking my ass right now. So if you're struggling, know that you're not alone. It's okay to not be okay." She wears a smile and a t-shirt that reads, "Phenomenally Latina." Ironically, Stearns would allegedly boast to a friend that he was seeing a spicy Latina from Kissimmee at some point. On November 30th, 2019, Jen...
Yes, everybody, when he says the spicy Latina and he broke up with Jen, I'm sure he was talking about Maddie, and that is so freaking messed up. They're going to find so much stuff, you guys. I'm sure they already did. I feel bad for the people that have to watch the videos and look at this sick dude.
Wrote, "Today, I am struggling to function. Not every day is rainbows and sunshine. Some days it's BS. I need a nap. Hashtag bipolar life." Was Jen's gut trying to tell her something? Or was this during the time when she and Stearns had broken up? According to court records, another offense against Maddie wouldn't be documented until 2022. But Stearns' Reddit account proves he still spent plenty of time around the little girl in 2020. A haunted Halloween, a reprieve, and the horrors to come. On October 31st, 2020, at 7:21 p.m., Stearns posted...
You see how focused he was on Maddie all the time? If the mom didn't realize that or didn't feel some kind of competition, I hope it wasn't competition, but I'm looking through her brain as her daughter being competition, taking away her, attention. How did she not see that, everybody? We got to dig more into her.
Posted a photo of Maddie to Reddit. In the description, Stearns called Maddie his girlfriend's daughter, describing how the 9-year-old painted a little figure and was proud of her art. It is bittersweet to see what a great and talented artist the little girl was, proud of her own work and happy at all the compliments she received in the comments section. What's troubling is that Stearns' replies reveal that he spent hours upon hours with the young girl, likely alone, not being a good caretaker. By February 2021, Maddie turned 10 years old. This may have been during the time when Stearns and Jen had broken up and he was living at his parents' home hours away. Notably, there are no charges for this year, and we see Maddie hanging out on social media with her mother. who takes.
Well, he's still around because he was following Maddie all these years. If you follow his Reddits, everything was about Maddie. So I'm sure that, that relationship where someone breaks up and they keep coming back, but they're not officially with them. And, the old routine, back and forth. They sleep together. They have, the friends with benefits, except his benefits were much more than Jen. And I'm sure she caught it.
Pet sitting jobs from the Rover app. The big questions are, why did Jen and Stearns break up? Did he leave her or vice versa? Did Jen catch Stearns doing anything wrong, or did she just have a bad feeling about him being around? Whatever happened, maybe a bit of sadness left Maddie's eyes as she helped her mother take care of cats and dogs and earn an extra bit of money via Rover. Sadly, that reprieve wouldn't last. By 2022, Jen would celebrate starting her new job, but Maddie's suffering would increase. A concierge at the happiest place on earth. On LinkedIn, Jen listed her job as a vacation planner at Walt Disney World starting from March 2022 to the present. Reportedly, that's when Jen began working as a concierge at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. It was also around this time that Stearns allegedly moved back in to Jen's place. Maddie turned 11 years old in 2022, and Jen celebrated her 34th birthday that year. And according to cops, by March 21st, 2022, Maddie was suffering ill treatment at the hands of Stearns once more. Sadly, the long list of dates of the mistreatment of Maddie continue from that point in 2022 and beyond. Interspersed with those horrific dates are innocuous posts by Stearns to Reddit, like one on Saturday, July 9th, 2022, writing about going out to dinner with his girlfriend and having fabulous drinks. By 2023, the year Maddie turned 12, Stearns may have been on the outs with Jen, but he may not have moved out that year. According to his friend, Stearns and Jen allegedly broke up about 6 months after Stearns had moved back in, but this time he reportedly didn't move out and instead.
Yeah, isn't that very odd when you follow his Reddits and you see, even if you don't have Reddit and you listen to us, people on YouTube, content creators, especially Plunder. Plunder has the deep dive, and she has one deep dive where she has all of his Reddits, and it's just post after post after post about Maddie. Maddie, my girlfriend's daughter. That's why he always says my girlfriend's daughter, and it's always him doing something. It's never like my girlfriend did this. It's my girlfriend's daughter. Like, I don't know how people didn't catch on, or the mom didn't.
Instead lived in a guest room in the condo while he worked at Disney. On Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, Stearns was commenting on Reddit, calling Jen his ex-girlfriend and writing about giving her daughter a pink toy that he was sent by accident. Only weeks later, throughout the month of June 2023, various dates are listed in court documents that spell out his mistreatment of Maddie during that time. Oddly enough, on Monday, July 10th, 2023, at 9 a.m., Stearns called Maddie his stepdaughter on Reddit. At some point, either in 2023 or 2024, Stearns must have moved out of the condo because Jen's mother, Yolanda Zambrano, told Telemundo 31 that Stearns did not live with her daughter the weekend prior to Maddie going missing. But by Monday, February 26, 2024, Stearns showed up to allegedly take Maddie to school that morning because Jen was too tired to do so. Police have told the public that indeed, Stearns never dropped Maddie off near school, but instead they believe he got rid of her backpack, her laptop, and her life. Stearns was arrested on February 28, 2024, and investigators are being tight-lipped about what they know. When I submitted a public records request with the police department to learn more about Stearns and his prior history, the Florida records manager sent me the following reply. Hello, we are in receipt of your request.
Yeah, if anybody's going to get the deep dive, it's going to be Paula from Plunder. She's great. I love all her content. And yeah, Anthony France, I had to stop and say, I had to read what he says. He says, Jay, she knew. GTD, she just turned a blind eye to him around. So sick. And Anthony, I believe that too. You don't have to have an IQ very high to understand that. You just have to have a little bit of common sense, and you'll be able to figure it out. Ella Blue says, I'm here silently. I have company. They can't see. I have an earbud, but I'm listening to my favorite channel. You're amazing. All of you are. And Jen just sent me a statement. Jenny, the one that came on the channel the other day, she's an advocate for the family. I'll read that to you when I'm done. She's had a very long day, everybody. She's been out there with the family all day. So, and she's emotional.
Please know there are several other extensive requests ahead of yours, and the turnaround time is approximately 8 to 12 weeks. We will review your request and will contact you with an applicable cost estimate. In the meantime, I received Stearns' booking photo, arrest warrant, and call log history. Turns out Stearns' first and only call as of the date of my request took place on March 1st, 2024 at 10:35 a.m., a call to his dad. It's not clear how long Stearns spoke with his realtor dad, but that was the same day that Maddie's body was found, around 4:30 p.m. in the woods off Hickory Tree Road. Another text message at the test station appears on Stearns' call records, taking place March 3rd, 2024 to a San Antonio number. Ironically, Jen Soto turned 36 years of age the day before, on March 2nd, 2024, and she appears to be in hiding. Rumors claim she's in a mental institution. Some folks are so angry they want to see her in jail. Others are writing that they were former victims who never disclosed what they went through to anyone, and have more sympathy for Jen. Either way, time will surely tell the truth. And time will probably give us a lot more straight answers than we got out of those strange and concerning interviews that both Stearns and Jen gave the media.
In the morning, my boyfriend took her to school, left her next to the church.
Here we go. So she was on the Spanish station, Univision, and she spoke in Spanish on this. So thank you, Paula from Plunder, for translating this.
Which is right beside the middle school. The flower, and then she started walking and he drove off. They brought dogs to see if they can pick up her scent around there. I think they are investigating right now, and there are videos out on the streets. There's a video from a church next to the school where they believe they see my daughter.
What does that mean? She has the same look all throughout everything. That was the first one, I believe. It was at night. So that means maybe it wasn't the first one, but maybe it was right after she went missing. They called at I think the cops came at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So this must have been after the cops came that night. She went missing. Same expression all throughout. She just looks scared like a deer in headlights.
Mother's intuition tell you that someone took my daughter away. In my head, someone took my daughter away because she leaves for another marquee just like that. Hey, to run away. She's not that kind of person. Please have her return to me. May she be safe. May she be well. I just want her to be returned.
Ezekiel 11:21. But as for those whose hearts are devoted to their vile images and detestable idols, I will bring down on their own heads what they have done, declares the sovereign Lord. Do anything, participate, or did her mother put this man over her daughter in terms of caring about her?
That's what we think. And we're going to keep watching this. Somebody sent me a link to, hopefully it's the full video. So I'm looking at it right now while we watch this. And yeah, please hit that like button while we're watching this. I'll read the statement after.
You know, we've seen all kinds of cases. I'm getting all kinds of comments. People are on one side where it's like, leave Jen alone. She may not have known anything. You know, unfortunately, people who've been through similar abuse and they say, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my mom. She didn't know. Other people are like, look, my mom knew and she just didn't protect me. And other people are just like, how could she not know? So we won't know until the cops get all their evidence, and then we'll know. I'm sure through Jen's phone, they can find her conversations, at least any photos and videos. Obviously, at this point, as of this recording, Thursday, March 21st, 2024, they don't have enough to arrest anyone else in relation to this case that we know about. It's still under investigation. It's a really big case. What has the department learned? I believe was the last question someone asked. Chief Betty said it's a tragic event. It's up to us, each family member with kids, report each suspected event of abuse and let law enforcement investigate. Now, that was telling too. It's almost like she's kind of telling us some things. Each family member with kids report each suspected event. So I'm wondering if throughout these interviews, some people in hindsight, they might be saying, you know what, Stefan did act really weird around Maddie. Or now that you say it, you know, why was Stefan talking about missing Maddie, or, you know, these types of things that we've heard in different interviews with Stefan's friends. Maybe in hindsight, they're going, well, yeah.
Her mom did not go to the funeral, guys. She hasn't gone to the memorial. She hasn't gone to anything. She's been hiding since those last interviews, since Stephen Stearns was arrested. One person saw her in the neighborhood on the Ring camera. And that was it. She was walking around the neighborhood, and then the next thing we heard, she was in a mental hospital. She did not go to anything.
maybe this was a little weird. Like Jen and Stefan broke up. Why did Stefan want to keep this relationship with Maddie? Yeah, and he could have manipulated her into thinking, oh, this is the way, because kids don't know. Children are innocent. They come into this world and they don't know how families operate. And so if Stefan gaslit and misled and so harmfully taught Maddie, oh, this is what love means, or whatever, who knows what he told her. From being such a young girl, how would she know? And unfortunately, growing older and just being confused, and maybe she did finally say, enough is enough. You know, you can see her in this potentially last video of her life. Who knows? In terms of a personal video, we know she was captured, of course, on different surveillance videos that the cops talked about when Stefan was driving around with her, not alive. And maybe who knows when that birthday video where she's, standing in front of her cake as a 13-year-old was taken before or after the one, we saw in the beginning of this video. But we can tell she's turning into a young lady. And maybe by then she's like fighting back and saying, no, I'm not going to take this anymore. We've heard rumors of potential outcries. We know at least she was talking with her best friend at school that her stepdad in 2022 was being mean to her. So she was, I think, letting a little bit of the cat out of the bag, and maybe she didn't say it in a way that, it's not her fault at all. Of course not. I'm just thinking of different victims say things like, I felt like it was my fault. I felt shame, so I didn't tell anyone, or I didn't want to cause more trouble, or the things that victims, of course, it's not their fault at all. It's just sad. And so I'll see, I don't know when I go edit this, what I'll include, but there are videos you see Maddie just growing up as a little girl.
I'll say something about you, Anthony. You're always spot on. And that's why you come back to this channel, because we cut through the bullshit, and that she knew. You're right. When you say wake up, how the hell did she not have suspicion? He stalked her in the background of every interview. He was also in the pictures of every freaking picture when they were together. He was following Maddie, right behind Maddie, looking at Maddie. Everything was Maddie, everybody. His Reddit was Maddie. His pictures were Maddie. There's no way she didn't know. And we're looking at her right now.
And learning Spanish and
baby.
Farewell. ABCDFGHIJKLMNOPQRSTUV. Why? Goodbye, Adolf. No. And now. Yes. Subscribe. I want to sing. Subscribe. See you tomorrow. My friends. See you in the next video. Now I know my baby. Now my ABC. Next, I'll use my E.
Now tell me what color your eyes are.
Subscribe and hit the bell. Goodbye.
That was not in there.
Just the one video that troubled me, and I won't include the portion I'm talking about, is where, she's in bed, maybe she's going night-night, and she's just being asked about loving her family member, like, do you love me? Not at all. I could kind of understand it from Spanish. Maybe I'll translate some of it. Do you love me a little bit or a lot or whatever? And it's really cute. If you're looking at it through innocent eyes, she's like a little girl. She's laying back. I don't know how old she is, but she kind of lays back and her skirt's up and she has on her little undies. And I'm just like, whoa, it's just looking at it through this lens, through my eyes now, it's inappropriate. But I'm not saying the person who took the video did anything inappropriate at all. I'm just saying you have to be so cautious. Like when Facebook first came out, my kids and their little friends were on their slip and slides in their swimming suits. And my other friend who's a photographer has a really lovely camera and she took all these great photos and, posted them. And I was like,
I know it doesn't have to be said, everybody, but please be careful. I mean, I love to brag about my daughter as well. And I love showing her pictures off. She's beautiful, but I gotta remember, and Carly reminds me too, like I had to put my social media different from guilty of crime because people just are awful out there. So yeah, Paula, take it.
Like, oh, it's cool to have them now, those photos. But I'm like, the kids are in their swimsuits. They're so cute. It's so cool to have photos to look back on years and years later. But I would never post photos like that these days because you just never know who's looking at them and through what lens. And that's very unfortunate. That's very sad and unfortunate. But I guess it's always that way. It's always been that way. When my mom would, take photos of me and my sister, and we came home and, we were barely clothed. It was a hot day. It was a funny photo. And, that was my mom taking that photo. And of course, there was no online back then. And it was just a cute thing to share and laugh at between us family. But, you can't. I don't know. It's just sad. It's very sad. So Chief Betty is just saying, be patient. I think they're working hard, I believe. Trust in the cops, trust in God to lead them in the right directions and arrest. If anyone else needs to be arrested, fine. If not, fine. And then hopefully Maddie can really, truly get her justice.
And we'll see you in the next video. See you next time.
Of expression. That's what I
Yeah, I love talking to nobody. It's Guilty of Crime by j@gmail.com. I know. Tonight's a rough night because, I've been on here twice and I had a full day at work. So check it out. I'm not muted anymore. There's my dog, Wes. Smith & Wesson is his name. All right, let's keep watching this so I can say the statement and get out of here.
Blade, shut your mouth.
Ezekiel 20:20, sanctify my Sabbaths and keep them holy, and they shall be a sign between me and you, that you may know without any doubt that I am the Lord your God. That's what I've been trying to do. Workaholic that I am, I've been trying to observe the Sabbath and kind of chill on Sundays. And I'm like, Lord, how do I do that? Thank you so much for watching all this. We'll see. Even though, it might have been a big letdown today, that presser, I'll just play it all next, coming up as much as I caught. And all the comments people were making on the Kissimmee Police Department Facebook page as it went along. I'll play that. But who knows? It doesn't mean that we won't have some surprises. Tomorrow's Friday. There could be a felony Friday arrest tomorrow for all we know. Or it could take months and months and months from now, just one day. And we'll get the news and we'll see. And prayerfully, Maddie will get her justice. Maybe she can be a symbol to help others going through this, speak out and find a trusted person. Or even if someone's living in the home with someone they suspect might be doing this to a child, just encouraging them to go to police and they can get that evidence and have that person put in jail. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you for
All right, let's watch this, guys.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today and allowing us to provide an update on our investigation into Madeline Soto's disappearance and death. Madeline was reported missing on Monday, February 26, 2024, just one day after her 13th birthday. Since then, our investigation has been relentless, fueled by the unwavering commitment to uncover the truth. During our forensic investigation, we uncovered disturbing evidence, graphic images, and videos depicting crimes being committed. It was during this examination that we learned we needed to act swiftly to remove the suspect, Stefan Stearns, from our streets. Despite the arrest, our investigation into her disappearance remained ongoing. We understand the importance of thoroughly exploring every lead and piece of evidence. The Kissimmee Police Department, along with other law enforcement agencies in Central Florida, continue their search for Madeline for the next several days following her disappearance, and we turn to the public for help. During this time, our investigators combed through a significant number of tips, and on March 1st, we received information placing Stearns' vehicle in a rural area of St. Cloud, where ultimately Madeline's body was discovered. We are all deeply saddened by the outcome of Madeline's disappearance. The Kissimmee Police Department continues to piece together the timeline leading up to the events that occurred. I want to address some questions we are receiving from the media in everyone's effort to keep the community up to date on this tragedy. At this time, Stearns is facing a total of 60 charges related to our investigation. This includes sexual battery, lewd and lascivious molestation, and unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child. These charges reflect the meticulous work of our law enforcement community.
If you guys don't remember this, so this has been a while since this happened now, right? It's been months and people are trying to understand why there's no murder charges. She's just rereading them, and then we'll read the statement and we'll be out of here on a Friday night.
Our detectives also are working closely with the state's attorney's office for the 9th Judicial Circuit and the medical examiner's office on the investigation. Death investigations are complex. Tasks like forensic analysis and thorough interviews are crucial and require careful attention. It is vital to address these misconceptions in the pursuit of justice while preserving the integrity to the case. During an investigation such as this one, we gather additional information from individuals close to the deceased. Each person interviewed is treated as involved until proven otherwise. This is a standard protocol to ensure all the facts are uncovered. During our investigation, we have interviewed many individuals. Each interview has been vital to our understanding of the case. We are reviewing all of the information we received and are following up on every lead. Attention to detail and the diligence are the
They're not going to give us the autopsy. I don't think we want to even see it. I mean, they might show up in court, but it probably is not going to be public. And I think at this point, Tyler is going to be the person that says whether they can show it or not, and why would he, right? So we'll just expect that we're not going to see autopsy results. They'll probably get leaked, so we'll find out if it was asphyxiation, strangulation, what. But that's probably what it was, because the body, we didn't see blood or anything. So I don't know.
most important aspects of this investigation. We are committed to transparency and will provide updates when possible. Madeline's story has touched the hearts of many. Rest assured, our department is diligently working on the investigation, and while we appreciate the public's interest, we must prioritize the integrity of the investigation. We appreciate your support and understanding as we gather the facts. We intend to release additional information in the future, providing more details that we do not compromise the ongoing investigation. We vow to do everything in our power to ensure Madeline's memory is honored with justice. Our detectives are dedicated to pursuing every lead, uncovering every fact, and holding those responsible accountable. Now I will open it up for any questions.
Chief, I have a question. We know that you're working behind the scenes during this investigation to make sure everything is in order, but what can you tell us new today that we don't already know?
I don't have anything new that you don't already know, other than our detectives are working tirelessly day in and day out to ensure, all the facts are uncovered in this investigation.
Chief Holland, is the mother a suspect or a person of interest in this investigation? And also with the videos that you uncovered, is there any evidence of the mother's involvement on any of these videos?
So everyone that was close to Madeline is considered suspect until we have proven otherwise.
Before everybody drops off, there was 211 people. There's 187. Hit the like button. But before you go, I want to say Jenny that came on here the other day, and she shared her heart with all of us, and she's going to continue. I'm going to help be the advocate for the advocates and lend them an audience. And she says that she's so humbled by my support and your support of the crime crew, everybody in the audience that's watching and supporting. We're going to talk tomorrow so that we can live stream the vigil. But what she did say is she wants to thank the community for your continued support, whether you're local or not in Florida. Today has been a long day coordinating the vigil for tomorrow. She says, please be kind and supporting towards one another for tomorrow. Okay, if you go to the vigil in Florida, the parking's going to be difficult. People are going to get grumpy. There are going to be lots of people. She's deeply sorry she couldn't attend the live tonight, but she's tired. So she says, thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see her tomorrow on the live. So we'll finish this and then you guys head out. Have a good Friday, but there's more to go. I'm here.
Chief, how close are we able to know what actually happened to Madeline Soto?
Well, this is a very sensitive and, it's very intricate. We want to make sure that we uncover every single fact and all the evidence before, we don't want to put a timeline on it, basically, because the detectives are very meticulous in what they do. And we want to be sure that everything is uncovered that possibly can.
Let's see if there's anything else.
Is not cooperating.
Can you kind of explain how that happened? Because I just have a tough time understanding how somebody who's been arrested for something on his phone freely gives a phone out again.
Well, I don't know the intricate details of, I do know that the Orange County Sheriff's Office and Kissimmee Police Department were working hand in hand, during speak on exactly how that happened.
Oh, that's awesome that you're going to be there, my missing piece, Jax. I wish I could be there.
But it's not uncommon for us to ask someone if they want to, give up their phone.
Chief, is there anything in particular that keeps you up at night regarding this case?
Well, a lot of things keep me up at night. My takeaway from this is talk to your children, families, talk to your kids. Know that there are agencies out there, the abuse hotline, Help Now, that people can report suspicion to. And I would encourage mothers and fathers to have those conversations with the kids and be aware.
Last question. Had you guys investigated this family before?
Not for anything like this, no ma'am.
I'm sorry, can you just confirm how long that relationship was, the mother and the stepmother?
That is still being under investigation. We're trying to get the timeline for that.
Chief, I have one more question. This is a case that became really big out of nowhere for a lot of people, but what has the department learned through all of this so far?
Well, this was a very tragic event. I think that, like I said earlier, it's up to us, up to each family member to have those conversations with your kids and report any suspicion of abuse to your school resource officer, to an adult that's a trusted adult, to any police officer that's out there. So just report it and let the law enforcement community investigate. Okay.
That was very telling what she said. Just report it. If you see something, report it. If you're suspicious, report it, everybody. If you think a child's being abused, just report it. Okay? Don't freaking sit back and not do anything. This could have been avoided.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what Paula has to say. Oh, it looks like she's done. So we're going to stop sharing that. We're going to stop you there, Miss Paula. We love you. We love your channel. Everybody loves your channel. We wish you were on more, and we wish you were live too. I think the lives help a lot, everybody. More. Thank you, Anthony. I have your channel on my safety helmet at work. I work for a giant company. I won't say where, but I probably do. I work for a big company too. You all probably know the name. We'll say it's a fruit. How about that? Anyway, okay, so I love each and every single one of you. I've been on this all day. Yeah, I feel like I've been on this all day. I'm tired. It's Friday. I love you all. Tomorrow I'm bringing you the vigil live. It's 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, everybody. So if you know, please go watch it. Otherwise, come to my channel and watch it, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. You want to support the real YouTubers. I don't know what the real YouTubers mean, but I appreciate you. Everybody have a good night. Jay, missing piece of Jack says, Jay, there's a case that's very close to my heart. Harmony Montgomery. Me too. I know her body hasn't been found and it's been years. And I took a look when I could, and it's in my playlist, missing piece Jacks. I was covering the trial, and I have a bunch of videos on the Harmony Montgomery case. I have the outcome of Kayla Montgomery and Adam Montgomery. Lots of stuff in there. So if you want to watch that tonight, go to my channel, look at the playlist. We want justice for Harmony. I don't feel like it was served. We want justice for Sebastian Rogers. We want justice for Madeline Soto. We want justice for all of the children, people too, and adults, but the children need our protection, everybody. Let's be real. And I love each and every single one of you. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. And then I get to take a break on Sunday. I love you all.
Guilty of crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance. Guilty of crime.
Are you guilty?